leader. And, oh, you've got them ready. Great. Not as many as usual. Aha, Harrogate. Haven't got that one. Where am I? It's the story of my life.
I'm
a phantom
sorry.
spectator. Oh, there was a nice. Where's that from, the Herald?
It's from
Don't know.
Harrogate Herald.
Don't know that one at all. That's lovely. Go in my scrapbook. I hope to do that tonight. Right. Shall we work out what I owe you? Will I need a mortgage this week?
No, I don't think you will need a mortgage this time. I think you can afford it this time.
Good. Should I take these and we'll have a go?
Yep.
Those at the bottom are for your regulars?
Regulars, yep.
Right. One at 45. 32. 10 pence. £1. 32. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at 28. And no Sundays this week. Nothing in them.
No. This Sunday, yes, you got a people there.
Oh, that's right, at the bottom. But that was all.
Yep.
Oh, a quiet week. Right, how much?
£7.40, please.
Goody. I'll have the difference to go on a royal visit on Thursday.
Oh, you're going on Thursday? Where are you
Sheffield
going?
and Doncaster to see Sarah.
Very nice. Have you seen in the mirror today? There's a woman's photograph, just like Fergie.
Thank you. No, I haven't. She's a look-alike, is she?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Nice. Yeah, she's got the same hairdo or similar one, hasn't she? Yeah. It's a sad story, though, isn't it? She's a Gulf widow, isn't she?
Yes.
A new baby. All very sad. And she's wearing the wings, too. Now, I'll pop that one back. I think I'll make do with the rest. And I'll ring you, hopefully, on Friday with a request for more of the local papers.
Yeah, that will keep you busy for a few days.
A little bit of homework here. Last time I came in here, somebody saw me leaving with all these. They thought I was doing a paper round. I think I'm a little bit old for that.
There's a one going in now.
No, I think I'll pass this week. Okay, I'll take those and see them. Thank you again.
Thank you,
Okay,
Susan.
bye. Hello, Anne. Come in. Nice to see you. We're here in a small bedroom which houses most of my royal collection. Here you can see part of my china collection, and these are mugs, cups, some of which have saucers and plates, but we haven't got room to display all of them. Again, one or two interesting pieces down here. This is a piece of rubble from Sandringham House that I bought and didn't steal. Some more china, this time from the Queen's Silver Jubilee in 1977 and the wedding of the Duke and Duchess of York here. And at the bottom again, more mugs for the Queen's Silver Jubilee. And although they may look very similar, the designs do differ slightly, either on the handle or with the crest, emblem or coats of arms. Now we move on to the window, and at the top we have some tins and boxes, all of which had either biscuits, tea, coffee or chocolates in them, and they're all empty now. Lower down on the windowsill again, plates from the Queen's Silver Jubilee, and in the centre, I think a rather nice one issued of the Prince and Princess of Wales and their two sons when they were very much younger. Something which I think is absolutely ghastly, and that's a child's lollipop. Nobody's ever licked it and it's looking slightly jaded now. But you name it and I have it. And over in the corner is my vast collection of scrapbooks. And as many as you see there are more to be made as and when I have the time. This is rather an interesting piece. It might just look like an old horseshoe. Well, in fact, it's the horseshoe from Burmese. This is rather special to me because when we knew that the Queen was no longer going to ride Burmese, I wrote to Sergeant Porter, who looked after Burmese, and I asked if he could possibly let me have a souvenir. I was thinking maybe of a photograph, obviously not a signed photograph, and I was overjoyed when this came in the post to me. There were only 4 shoes, and I was the lucky recipient of one of them, so it's a rather unique piece and one that is rather special. I've been called a crackpot, a crank, a nutcase. I don't think that the thing I do in my collecting or having a hobby is any different from people who stand on cold railway stations for hours on end, train spotting, or people who sit by a grassy bank fishing. Nobody thinks that they're strange or bizarre. Why should I be any different?
Okay, I think that'll be all right there. I'll pinch a hyacinth on the way back. And I'll have one. This is part of what I do in my retirement. You know, when you've worked in an office as long as I have and you've been sat in four walls, you've dreamt of the day when, you could get up and go out. All right. And not only that, I believe in the monarchy myself, so I hope that by me going to royal visits and being interested in the royalty and talking about them, it will actually keep the monarchy within the country. The only one that I have a little bit of qualms about is the Princess Royal. I have seen her be quite rude to people, you know, waiting in the crowd. And I think that's dreadful when people have turned out and been prepared to stand and wait to see her, and then she can be offish with them. And I've known her refuse flowers from people, and I've also known her refuse paintings that some people have done and presented her with. And these are one of the Queen Mother's favourites, the little black pansies. So if ever I make up flowers for the Queen Mother, I just hope that I've got some black pansies in the garden to put in. But since then, I've noticed one or two of the other royals, they seem to favour them as well. I gave the Queen Mother a basket at Cork Abbey, and I had these in the bottom, and the lady in waiting got hold of the basket and she tipped it, and of course they came out. But the Queen Mother bent down to pick up the black pansies, and she said, I mustn't go home without those. And then somewhere along the line, I always like to have a bit of red, white and blue, because that is, as far as I'm concerned, that's what makes it royal. And so I will fasten that onto there the day before I set out. And as far as I'm concerned, that's my baskets.
So how do you think the royals feel when they see you in the crown?
I've no idea. As my husband puts it, he'll say, oh no, my God, not that woman again. But I don't know. They don't show it to us. They don't ever say anything like that. What they think is a different matter. But I suppose it's like everything else. It will be a sorry day if we weren't there. And nobody was there, because then they would really have something to say.
To be quite honest, I don't think they feel anything at all. They look, but perhaps they don't see. You're just another face in the crowd. I recently met the Queen in Huddersfield, and I gave her my traditional bouquet of flowers and welcomed her to Yorkshire and said, "Good afternoon, Your Majesty." And I also told her it was the 9th time I'd given her flowers. And she looked at me and just said, "Oh, really?"
Morning. Return to Coventry, please. How much? 14. There's 20 there, thank you. Thank you very much. Right, thanks.
I always realise how lucky we are to live in a country like this, with a monarchy, with such tradition and heritage and customs, which I think a lot of British people do tend to take for granted. I think the Queen Mum particularly is absolutely wonderful. It's loved by everyone. And I think she's as near perfect as anyone could possibly be, because she radiates warmth and kindness, And she has a special word for everyone. She makes you feel special. Three new royalists. Well, I've met them before, but you haven't. This is Theron from Coventry, from this beautiful city of Coventry, here to see Her Majesty today with the rest of us. David from from Birmingham, with his most beautiful flowers. David always gives the royal ladies exquisite flowers. She'll love those, all the different colours. Carnations, chrysanthemums. Beautiful. And this is Glenn from Wolverhampton, right? Hello. I've got it ready. With another lovely bunch of flowers, all ready and waiting for Her Majesty. Great. Now, I think that's it. I think you know everyone else, don't you? Right?
I remember we saw you at Leeds, but how far afield do you generally go?
Oh, as far as I can get. I had a fortnight in Scotland this year with the royal family.
Oh, really?
Yes, when the yacht came in.
Oh, right.
I think it was about 7 times we saw the Queen Mother up there. Absolutely wonderful.
This is an album of photographs, 70 in all, which I'm hoping to be able to present to the Queen Mum this afternoon on her walkabout. I took them all on her 90th birthday in August. Several of us camped out overnight. It was extremely hot, of course, but we were rewarded with a wonderful view of her, and I was able once again, for the 3rd year running, to read a poem which I'd composed for the occasion. It starts off Royal Tribute, that's the heading. On this historic royal occasion, there is joy and celebration, not only in London, but throughout the nation. In 1900, when you were born, Queen Victoria was on the throne. 22 years later, you became the smiling Duchess and then a gracious Queen, the most dearly loved lady there has ever been. I end this tribute, ma'am, with a prayer. May God bless you and keep you in his loving care. Wishing you a very happy 90th birthday. So I was able to read that to her again and present it to her, and she was very delighted and thanked me. So thank you very much. And she always seems very touched and moved when I read them to her. And then, of course, I was able to take lots of other photographs on that occasion. There's one of me in my Union Jack rig out. And I was with a few people that day, and most of us had camped out overnight. I'll just quickly go through some of them. That's behind the barriers with my friends here, Peggy and Ian, while we're waiting for her to appear. That's my congratulations banner. It's a friend of mine with a beautiful floral arrangement.
Emily, by the look.
That's Emily, yes, that's right. And then Peggy, my friend here, gave her a bottle of G&T mixed, and she was absolutely delighted and highly amused by it. And here she's just about, I'll show you, to take it. Here we are. She's just taking it out of Peggy's hands. There it is. Peggy had fixed a blue rosette to it, and there it is. Just telling Paul about your bottle of G&T. And there she is. She's laughing at it, and there's her butler roaring his head off. There he is there. Absolutely highly amused.
That was a big hoot.
Oh yes, and the weather was so wonderful. It was very hot during the day and warm at night, so that was, it wasn't really a problem, but it got a bit hot while we were standing, didn't it?
But we were kept awake most of the night with television cameras and flashing
Oh
and
yes,
running along
that's right.
with big lights.
Well, we were constantly being approached by TV crews, a French crew, American crew, a Canadian crew, and they all wanted to interview us, and we were all saying the same thing. Weren't we, like parrots, repeating ourselves, saying the same thing, why are you here, and why do you love the Queen Mum? Rather stupid questions, really. We had to keep answering them.
Paul. You hope to give them to Queen Mum?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I do.
I do. She's 18
I don't.
again.
Mine's for my Mrs. Paul.
I didn't see that.
It's got 18th birthday on it.
Yeah.
Will we be on telling?
It was meant to say 80th birthday. That is a birthday, isn't it?
Will we be on telling?
90. Oh, that's what I knew. It was one of the two.
So we're staying children. We're not on telly.
So you've got your hat on now.
This is a new one.
It's a new one.
This is specially for the Queen Mum today. This is his first appearance, this hat. Got rid of my old one. This is a new one. It's better, isn't it? You like this one, don't you, Anne? Yeah. Well, it's my trademark, you see, Paul. Well, Diana once said to me on a walkabout, "Oh," she said, "Colin, you're not wearing your hat today." I said, "It's too windy, Mum." I said, "It would probably blow off my head." I said, "You're not wearing one either." She said, "No, for the same reason."
Oh, she's beautiful. She's really beautiful. Sure.
I have an album of photographs for you, Majesty, taken on your birthday, which I hope will bring back many happy memories of that wonderful day.
On a hot day.
70 photographs for you, Mum. I hope you enjoy looking at them.
That's terrific.
And this was taken, Mum, when my friend here gave you her bottle of gin and tonic. I'm sure you remember. A bottle of gin and tonic. It caused great amusement.
Well, thank you.
There we are, Mum.
That's
Let's
very,
take a photograph of you, please, Mum.
that's very kind. Thank you very much. Thank you. You got it? Yes.
I have. You look wonderful, Mum. Hope to see you on your 91st birthday.
Right.
He said, you're here again. Did you manage to film her when I kissed her hand?
No, your back
Sorry?
was in the way, I'm afraid.
My back was in the way. Oh. Did you get any shots at all when she was in front of us?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah.
When she was looking at the album?
That's right, yeah.
And when she was smiling, when she posed for me, did you manage to get one?
Yeah.
She said, did you get one? I took 3 actually. She said, did you get one? I managed to take 3. And she said, oh, you're here again. And she'd been looking. She saw me as she walked towards me. And she was looking even before I spoke. She said, oh, you're here again. I said how delighted I was and gave her the album. I was able to show her the one of her taking Peggy's bottle of gin and tonic. That was lovely.
But I think I got 2 lovely ones. I think they should turn out very well. But
So you're pleased you came?
yes. And I thought for the first time that the Queen Mother did look exceptionally lovely today, because lovely deep blue, and I think it sort of made her shine. It brought her out.
She looked marvellous today.
She looked really nice.
Beautiful outfit, beautiful. Really, really nice today.
What did you say to her?
I said, good afternoon, Your Majesty. You have to say something like that first, of course. And then I said, you're looking beautiful today. And she said, oh my, thank you very much. That's so kind. And I said, I bet this brings back so many happy memories, Coventry, and because she came here with the King, you see, in the war. And so I bet that brought back a few happy memories, you know.
Yes, I gave her some flowers and I asked her if she enjoyed her lunch, and she says, yes, it was very nice. And she says, thank you. And then she went.
Ah, well, Colin said, this is a picture of my friend giving you that gin and tonic, and she turned and said, hello. I don't think she really remembered at all, but still. Did you notice Colin's interviewed?
From Macclesfield in Cheshire.
Right, so you go travelling around the country with
Yeah, it's my hobby, and I travel about any place I can get to in a day.
You've seen the Queen Mum before then, obviously.
I've read 3 poems to her on her birthday for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm her sort of unofficial poet laureate. She's absolutely delightful. I mean, she's been in the public eye now as a member of the royal family for nearly 70 years. She's never put a foot wrong. We owe her so much. She really is a wonderful lady. She loves children, she loves everyone. I mean, she's like Diana, she's in her element doing a walkabout, and that was quite a long way for an old lady of 90 to walk. So natural and unaffected, you know. I'm sorry, I'm really on top of the world. It was another successful royal visit. As I say, over in a matter of a few seconds, really, or 2 or 3 minutes, for just to get 20 photographs, which is what I've just taken, and they'll be quite atmospheric. So, yeah, another happy memory, another one in the bag. Oh dear.
What do you think the royals represent?
Great Britain.
This year we've lost our passport, the old blue passport. We've lost the colonies, we've lost everything. So if we lose them, then what is there? We're just an island with some people in it.
Say goodbye. That's it, right? Come on, let's go. Come on, Natty. Look. Ta-ra.